Hey everyone, it's your girl TeraMichelle. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel, Opinionated Scents, our safe space to discuss all things fragrance, whether we like them or not. Happy New Year, everyone. I missed you. I had a very fantastic vacation, but it's time to jump back in the saddle and talk all things fragrance for 2022. Now, I have a ton of videos that I wanted to get done last year that I didn't get a chance to get to, so we're going to finish that. I still have 3 Dua videos that will be coming out, so I can just showcase the entirety of my Dua collection for you guys. And then I also have to do some things that, we're running around in December. Like I have to do my favorite purchases, the best releases, the worst releases, those types of things will be coming. I also have a haul coming. Some fragrances I've been wanting to get my hands on for quite some time. I've been playing with them. So it won't be a first impressions. It will be, I've tested them, I've worn them, I'm either into them or I'm not. And we're going to talk all about it. But for today, my first video of 2022, I wanted to start off with a bang. So we are definitely going to be talking about my current top 10 for life fragrances. In the number 10 spot, we have Giorgio Armani's My Way, the original My Way. This is the perfect tuberose. It's bubblegummy, it's candied, it's just sweet and so feminine. Oh man. This is a tuberose that you can dress up. It's a tuberose that you can wear every day, easy breezy. It's just very versatile across all 4 seasons. I could literally wear this in the coldest of temperatures as well as the warmest. I've done it and I really, really enjoy it. I'm not really a super tuberose lover, but this one here is undeniable for me. It is everything. So in the number 10 spot, we have Giorgio Armani's My Way. It is really hard to get the numbering correct for spaces 10 through 6. I swear it keeps changing. I just sat here and rearranged them again. Now 1 through 5, solid. They're the oldies that have been on my list for the last 3 to 4 years. But 6 through 10 is driving me crazy. It's really, really hard to order these. So we're not going to care about the order from 10 through 6, okay? In the number 9 spot, we have Juliet Has a Guns Pear Ink. Y'all already saw me haul this. You saw my first impression. I talked about it after I wore it. I absolutely obsess over this fragrance. It's so good. It's so pretty. I know my baby girl, Amy Glam, has a little bit of an issue with this one when it comes to her going nose blind to it. This does have a little bit of that peekaboo magic that Baccarat Rouge 540 has, where it will play tricks on you where you don't smell it anymore necessarily, but everybody around you does, and the rooms that you go into still smell like you when you leave them. So this is very much a powerhouse fragrance, but when you're dealing with ambroxan in fragrances, a lot of times it's hit or miss with whether or not it stays for you or it leaves for a little while and then comes back. I love this. I can smell it all day. I'm just obsessed with this fragrance. It is so clean and it is so pretty. Everyday work appropriate. I would not mind at all if someone made this their signature scent and smelled like it every day. It's one of those fragrances where I don't feel like I could ever get tired of it. Now, I am not a signature scent girl, so I won't be making it mine, but it's good enough to be someone's. In the number 8 spot, we have Mont Blanc Signature for Her. Guys, again, I'm going to put the card up there because I just love people's reaction to my reaction. But I did a first impressions and then I did a follow-up. And my explanation of this, I couldn't even recreate it any better myself. This is the prettiest, most feminine, clean fragrance I own. Perfect for everyday wear, and I mean that. This is another one of those fragrances where I don't see anyone getting tired of it or being off-put. This is one of those fragrances where you could probably get away with wearing it on a plane, even though I try not to wear fragrances on planes because you have so many people in this cramped little space, not a chance to open up a window or anything. So I try to be considerate of other people and their allergies and potential sensitive noses and things like that. This is something that is just, y'all. In the number 7 spot, because I sprayed it today. I sprayed this, I sprayed Pear Ink, and I was just like, which one? This is a dupe fragrance. And I don't care. I'm putting it on my top 10 list because I absolutely love it. This is from the House of Dossier, and this is Powdery Hawthorne, which is inspired by Tom Ford's Metalique. I finally got my hands on Metalique, y'all, and I will tell you this. I much prefer this one to Metalique. Now, don't get it twisted because Metalique is still a very good fragrance. I really, really do like it. However, the original Metalique is very muted. It's flat to me. That DNA, that thing that I love so much in Powdery Hawthorne, is definitely there in Metalique. Clearly, that's where they got it from for this one. But it's more green. It's like if you go and you find a forest that has a beautiful clear creek next to it, because that's what I get from this. It's like minerals and the freshest, cleanest water ever. That's like the type of vibe that I get from this. So in Metalique, it's like a bunch of harsh greenery near it. So it's more green. It's more masculine to me than Dossier. Dossier is the patch of by the creek that maybe has some berries going around. Not that you smell berries in this. I'm just trying to give you a mental picture of where you'd be. If you're around the part of the creek that Metalique by Tom Ford is coming from, you're closer to where the bears come to catch the salmon. So you really don't want to be there. You want to go in, take a picture, and leave. But when you get to the Dossier area, it's up higher, it's safer, it's brighter, it's closer to the sun. There's maybe berries going around. You can sit down and chill and just be happy. Like this one is a much happier, brighter, feminine, sweeter fragrance than Tom Ford's Metalique. So again, the DNA is there. The thing that makes me love the perfume is there, but I so much prefer Dossier. It's not even funny. And I'm so glad I only bought a decant of the original Tom Ford Metalique because there's really not much sweetness to it. And again, there's not much personality as far as I'm concerned. I was really nervous that I was going to like Metalique more and that I was going to end up having to buy it. So I'm really excited to know that I like the dupe better. That way I don't have to worry about wasting my money. In the number 6 spot, we have a beautiful niche fragrance that you guys have heard me talk about over and over again. And I'm starting to see other YouTubers catch on to this brand and I'm loving it. This is from the House of the Taliaferro and this is Room 129, baby. Fruit Punch Kool-Aid. Even though the notes in this are cherry, powdery notes, and bubblegum, it smells like Fruit Punch Kool-Aid to me. Depending on my mood and where I'm wearing it, this is very much sexy date night, very alluring, very enticing. But it also is fun and fruity and flirty and just whatever vibe you want it to be. This is so great. And I'm so proud and happy and excited to have it on my top 10 list. Something that just makes me feel so good and makes me think about great memories from my childhood and my youth and my teenage years and stuff like that, and brought into a grown up like formulation, something that I can still wear at 41 now. Whoo, that girl 41, and still feel sexy and still feel like it's meant for me. So again, this is from the House of the Taliaferro and this is Room 129. In the number 5 spot, we have one of my favorite winter fragrances. It is thick, it is deep, it is rich, it is sultry, it is sexy, baby. You have that hazelnut, you have that patchouli. It is everything. This is Angel Muse from the House of Mugler, the Eau de Parfum formulation. I own 3 of these. And I also have the Eau de Toilette formulation, which I do enjoy in the spring and summer, but this is everything. I don't like the original Angel Eau de Parfum at all, so I was really shy about trying the Muse, but I'm so glad I gave it a shot, guys. This smells so good. It just smells so good. It literally makes me smile on the inside all the way to the outside. Again, Angel Muse Eau de Parfum formulation. Beautiful fall winter fragrance, perfect for date nights. If you want to wear it to work, you can wear that too. This is also one that I could see being signature scent worthy for fall or for winter. I don't really reach for it once it starts to get warm because it is a lot, but baby, it is a stunner. In the number 4 spot, we have my favorite vanilla. This comes from the House of Mazzolari and it is called Vaniglia. Such a beautiful, sweet fragrance. Sometimes you just want your vanilla to be a vanilla fragrance. You're not looking to do crazy citruses or chocolate or heavy spices. You just want a vanilla that is beautiful and sweet and sensual and sexy and feminine. And that is what this is. This is going to give you your vanilla, it's going to give you your caramel, and it's going to give you orchid. So even though it's a simplistic vanilla, it still does a little something different from just a simple vanilla extract smelling fragrance. That's not this. Or something like La Vanilla by Molinar, where it's just really simply a basic vanilla. This has more going on for itself. And since it's over $200, it better had. But I absolutely love this. Man, it's a really special one to me. My absolute favorite vanilla, coming in at number 4 on my list. I could probably actually put it at number 3, but we won't, because number 3 is an absolute masterpiece. Coming in at number 3 is one of those fragrances people love to hate. Either you really are on the bandwagon or you are not. Some people hate the price point of it. Other people hate the hype around it. But when everyone gets done, when all is said and done, it's a masterpiece. Number 3 on my list, we have Maison Francis Kurkdjian's Baccarat Rouge 540. Stunning. One of the hardest fragrances to describe because it's just a masterpiece. Like, why stand there trying to pick it apart or explain it to someone when everybody's experience is going to be different? This is beautiful beyond all things that should be beautiful. It is, man. And again, it's another one of those fragrances that comes across like, oh, that's really simplistic. However, I bet it wasn't to create this. To create this, there's no way it was just easy breezy. And some people get burnt sugar. I don't. I can't tell you what this is. I think I've tried on several occasions to explain it. So I'll just leave that there and say that this is probably, one of the most exquisite things I've ever smelled. One of the best experiences I've ever had in smelling a fragrance. And I think it'll always be in my top 10, like always, forever, forever. Baccarat Rouge 540, baby. The number 2 spot and the number 1 spot are already known by my original members of the Terra Squad, especially number 1. I know y'all know what number 1 is. Number 2, from the house of Jean-Paul Gaultier, we're looking at the original La Belle. This is such a beautiful fragrance. I cannot get enough of this fragrance. The pear, the vetiver, the vanilla, it is exquisite. It is perfect. It is very loud. It lasts all day on me. It is one of the sexiest, most sultry, most sensual, feminine fragrances, even with the potent amount of vetiver in it. The pear and this is another masterpiece fragrance for me. It's not as refined as a Baccarat Rouge 540, but who cares? Sometimes you want a little grit with your perfume. And sexy this is, strong and potent she is. She is La Belle by Jean-Paul Gaultier. In the number 1 spot, she needs no introduction. From the house of Guerlain, we have Mon Guerlain Eau de Parfum. Beautiful, beautiful vanilla, jasmine, lavender. You get some citruses. She's everything. She's everything to me. She has for 4 years now, I believe, ever since she came out, 4 years, or since I found out about her, been my favorite perfume. I love her. And I don't see that changing. There's something about that smell that just vibes with me, speaks to my soul. It is, ingrained in my DNA at this point. So she's just my baby. It is what it is. That is it for my top 10 for life fragrances, the January 2022 edition. We'll do this again next year, January 2023, to see if anything has changed. If you're still here, please click that like button. Also, subscribe to the Terra Squad. Love to have you here. And then select the notification bell so that you never miss any of my future uploads. I want to talk to you guys in the comments. So if you have a top 10 for life list, drop it in the comments below. If you have a YouTube channel and you haven't recently done this video, let's see what you got. What are your top 10 for life fragrances? Until then, guys, bye.